y'all. APG Jamie here. And today, same six Wednesday. This is where Tanya McGuire had gathered up herself, and four other artists for a total of 6 different artists, and we were tasked with sending the same 6 items to everyone, reserving, some for ourselves, so we could do this challenge again this year. Oh, y'all, this is fun, and I say challenge, okay? It's really a collaboration, but it's a challenge, just saying. So this month, I'm using my stuff, the stuff I sent out to everyone, reserved a copy for myself. You saw my letter that I flashed up kind of quickly, and you'd have thought I'd had a plan. I know, y'all tired of hearing that? I'd be tired of saying it. Anyway, that is a Mexican Loteria card. Sort of like bingo, sort of. Okay, Google it, y'all. It's a fun little game. So, anywho, I used some deckled scissors because I thought, that'd make an adorable stamp. So I did. And I'm like, ta-da, I have a stamp. Now what? Now what am I going to do? The only thing I wanted was to work on a tag. Ta-da! Big old giant humongous tag that was hard to take a picture of in the end. Just throwing that out there. So, yeah. My hole wasn't quite making me happy, so I thought, well, we'll just see if we can fix it. So I did. This is made from a heavy file folder. It's a black folder. It's kind of pretty. Anyway, sort of like the ones they use at the doctor's office. And here I'm trying to zoom in and show you that the number 35 from the music paper and the number 35 on the Loteria card. Coink-a-tinkle. So I'm like, what am I going to do? 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 Well, let's just tear this music paper and stick it over here. Okay, perfect. Ta-da! Now then, what am I going to do? I don't know. So I said, well, let's ink around it. What color are we going to use? Well, we're going to use this vibrant fuchsia because it kind of goes with the pink on the back of those big bonus stamps. Okay? Those are vintage, by the way. Just saying. So, anywho, I had no colorization plan other than, that'll go with the pink on the stamps. Could have went with blue, because there's blue on them, too. Could have went with that weird greenish color on the nickel coin money roll. That's a vintage one as well, y'all. Came from my personal collection that I had, because we used to have to roll money when we wanted to take change to the bank. Change, pocket change. You save it in a jar somewhere where the kids can't get it. Oh, well, maybe y'all don't know that concept. You card people. You card carrying people. So we're going to use some matte medium. We stick down our music paper. I got a big old chunk of music paper over there, and I don't know if we're going to use it anymore. Well, actually, I do know. Hickin', y'all. But I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to wait for it. So the artist, the other 5 artists will be in their links will be in the description box below. Please click on the phrase "show more" to see more information, including the links to the other artists in this same 6 Wednesday hop. Okay, that's a hashtag, y'all. And that's where I was like, okay, now what? So I'm going to shut the camera off in a minute, and I'm going to think about it for, 45 minutes, or I don't know how long I thought about it, y'all. It might have been 45 minutes. You're welcome. Anyways, be sure to click on their links. Go check out their videos, okay? Give them a thumb up, leave them a kind comment. If you're not already subscribed to them and you think you may be interested in the other videos they have to offer, because they have other videos to offer, y'all, just go ahead and subscribe to them, okay? Click the bell for notifications if you have your account set up for notification, and if YouTube should happen to want to send you notifications. Usually when you go to the YouTube page, it shows up on my screen anyway. It's the upper right hand corner. It's got the little bell icon, and next to it is a red number, and that tells you how many people or how many of your subscribed to channels have put lives or recorded videos on there, or premieres too even. So I die cut. This is an unbranded die. I don't want to hear it. Don't email TD, whatever you do. Anyway, so I die cut it once in green, and then I did it in white. Actually, I did the white one first, and I thought, no, we should make a green one, so we did a green one. And then I thought, well, that is way too different from my nickel coin roll. So let me see if I can get it more closer to the color of the coin roll. That was a challenge. Higgin, y'all. Because we gotta hurry up and dry it. So we sort of have a plan now. Sort of have a plan. You'd have thought I'd have picked stuff out and then... Yeah, no, it didn't work that way. I picked stuff out and put it all in envelopes and set around for a week or two, and then I'm like, what's in this envelope? Oh, yeah. I gotta use this. So I'm getting my those are cattails, by the way. I'm getting them. It's pretty close. Okay, considered it's different types of paper, and it's not exact, but it's close enough that it made me happy-ish. Okay, so now I'm getting caught up in details. I get caught up in details. I think in a prior life, I must have been a miniature painter-ish, because I tend to get caught up in the teeny tiniest of details. And I'm like, well, these don't really look like cattails. I know what cattails look like. So we're going to add some little ditty dots of this pale blush, excuse me, color. Oh, look at that. I fixed my focus so I could focus in. Can you see the little ditty dotty dots? Doesn't that look like cat? Just look at the see, that's the leafy part. So, okay, so I set focus back to not auto. I can control my camera, y'all. I love it. Anyway, so we're going to cut off the little brown actual cattail part, and we will be adhering that onto the greenish leafy part. Okay, y'all should Google about cattails, because did you know you could eat them? Well, I wouldn't necessarily eat all of them, because they're known for cleaning out the water, cleaning up water. So if you got really icky, contaminated water, don't eat those. No, don't do it. Anyway, Google them, because it's a very interesting plant. They may be, don't quote me on this, because I don't know for sure, but I think they may be considered what bulrushes are in the Bible, but I'm not positive, y'all. So we have sped this video up really fast in lots of spots, because I really want to try to keep my Same Six Wednesday videos under 30 minutes. So my screen is now glitched up. Has yours? I don't know. Well, I guess if we have a glitch in the outcome, we'll have a glitch in the outcome. So let's see. How are we doing on time? Oh, my voiceover is faster. Oh, let me pause my voiceover. Okay, so y'all just saw where I used a colored pencil to add just a little more depth. Y'all really are not going to be able to see this. But there again, my little tiny details. And I thought, oh, wouldn't it be fun if we put a little copper, metallic-y copper on these cattail parts up here? So, because people won't be able to see it on the camera, and we just need to do that. Y'all, I tell you, you'd almost think I was stalling for time, wouldn't you? And I thought, well, I really like the nickel roll, but I really like just this weird number on here. I don't know why it has a number on it, but it does. And I'm like, I like that number. Right now, I couldn't even tell you what the number was. And I thought, well, I don't really want this Loteria card to look like a postage stamp, so we're just going to cut the star out, because that's what the card was, 35 La Estrella, which is the star. Okay, so we're cutting out the star. Okay, And I'm fussing with it because I'm like, oh, I don't like how that looks, so keep going. So we're going to get rid of those crayons, but we're going to keep the word La Estrella. And I may not be pronouncing that right, y'all. I just, y'all know me. And I decided we're going to use just the single girl off of this Tim Holtz photo booth strip. Now, everybody probably got a different one. I don't know. I turned them upside down, so I could just see the backs, and I picked out 6 different cards, and I laid one card on each pile of stuff. And then after they got put in the envelopes, and the envelopes got addressed and all that, and one was left over, and that one was mine, and these are the photo booth strip that I got. So I don't even know what anybody else got till I see it, which I'm excited to see what they do with this stuff, because I was almost blocked. So here we are in our details, and we're putting a little blush on our girl face and a little lipstick. Will you be able to tell? I don't know. So I'm using Venetian orange on her hair, and everyone's like, orange, oh, it's horrifying. Well, but when you're using a card or a picture that is black and white or sepia or brownish sort of tones, not necessarily even sepia, like the Tim Holtz cards, your colors will change slightly. So by putting the Venetian orange, her hair looks brownish with a slight red cast to it, but not much. And then we put blush on, or whatever, what is that, fuchsia, vibrant fuchsia on her dress shirt part. And now we're using some coffee ink, archival ink in the coffee color. Let me turn the autofocus on. Can we see? You can sort of barely see, but that's kind of the whole idea, is you can barely see that maybe there's something there. Now look at the copper, y'all. Oh, look at that copper gleaming on the cattails. Oh, it's beautiful. And I thought, okay, well, let's use the xyron, so we could put sticky on the back of these cattails, because it's just going to be horrible to try to put glue on that. And my sticker machine was like, yeah, well, we're not so sure we want to roll, so forcing that puppy through there. I'm like, get in there. And of course, the cattails is actually too long for the xyron. Was that part of the issue? I don't know. It's a mini sticker maker. It was a gift when I was star of the art bar back in June of 20. I think it was June 2020. The year of history. So anyway, I ran my other things through there too. And you want to burnish your stuff down, and there is my big bonus stamps. I have no idea. We didn't use these down here in my part of Texas when I was a child, or before I was born, I mean. So anyway, I die cut it into whatever that die is called. I know what I want to call it, but that's not its technical name. So anyway, it's in the ingredients below, in the description box, ingredients, along with the links to everybody else's video that I would like to encourage y'all to visit and kind of comment and thumb up. And yeah, so I used my Aleene's original tacky glue. It's my favorite, because that is sort of a burlap'ish, that's what I'm calling it, a burlap'ish, ribbon-ish thing-ish. So I used tacky glue and smooshed it down with a palette knife. And then we're putting the glue on the back of our picture wheel. That may be what it's called. I don't know what it's called. I wish I'd have put it down just a wee bit further, but I didn't. And this is where some of the stamps started coming loose, because y'all remember, no you don't, back in the day when the people used these before I was born. Some story and I'm sticking to it. They actually licked these lickable stamps and then stuck them in the books, and you would redeem these for encyclopedias or dishes or towels or whatever. It was promotional advertising by whoever was doing the advertising for whatever reason. Could have been the store, could have been an actual product. I don't know, people. before I was born, I tell you. So anyway, some of them started coming unsticked because, you know, once moisture gets on there, they don't want to be lick stick anymore. So I used some matte medium over the top of it and squished it underneath wherever I felt like it was loose. And now I'm putting my girl on there. Yes, she is wonky looking sideways. It's perfectly how I wanted her. Now I'm taking that number, whatever that number is. I don't know, maybe we'll be able to see it later. Maybe not. And I'm peeling off my little cattails, and they're going to get stuck down here. And yes, they are sticking perfectly fine. Okay? Just perfectly fine. Is there a story behind this card or this tag? Well, sort of, but not. I got hung up on trying to create a story with it. But basically, she's a girl, whatever her name is, girl name. And she wants to be a star. She wants to be the star. So look how we're using that little star. We're going to use it as a little hollow reinforcer that we really didn't need because this is really thick tag. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. And now I have the word L'Estrella. So it's too bright, so we're going to dull it back with some brown. And I piddle with this and I wipe it off. I don't mean to wipe it off, but it's like, you know, I'm trying to thin it out, but no, it just keeps wiping off. Put it on, wipe it off, put it on, wipe it off. It's like, oh my gosh, will you please dull up for me? Please get a little grungy here. Get a little grunge going on for me. So finally got it. Took all day. Finally got it. I'm like, okay. Do we got it yet? Maybe we got it by now. I don't know. Wonky voiceovers, my favorite. It's like lag in live stream, y'all. Lag is so crazy funny sometimes. You're asking a question and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting and you move on and someone answers your question. You're like, what are you talking about? So put it on there. So she wants to be the star, or she is the star of this tag, is more like it. Make up your story. And I thought, well, it's a tag. I need some little to come through that, you know, tag hole up there. And I thought, well, we have this little piece of burlap'ish, whatever kind of ribbon it is, y'all. It's not wired, y'all. It's just, you know. And I thought, well, let's use it, but let's separate out some of these things. So I cut between the lines. I didn't think about how I was going to describe that, did I? And we'll just run it through there. And I'm like, but it's not enough to tie together. How am I going to get this to behave? So, yeah. Let's use this weird string stuff. And we're just going to tie it together. And then I thought I could just let that string stuff be loose and be part of the floofy. But no. It doesn't want to behave like floofy. I don't even know what that stuff is. I don't even know where it came from, y'all. I'm like, well, it won't line up and be floofy. Okay, fine. We're just going to glue your knot down. Your knotty self down. And we're going to cut your tails. That's what I did. Now it's an official tag. Ta-da! Photo montage. Don't forget to visit the links of my five fellow artists, okay, for hashtag Same6 Wednesday, as brought to us by Tanya McGuire. Beautiful. I appreciate each and every one of you, your kind comments, your likes, your subscriptions, and your shares. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.